music.
SC Trill, man, you already know the deal, huh? Yeah. Era.
SE Trill.
Hey.
Got about 300 on me. That ain't no cat, that's a 300 on me. Got your playing halfback, why she running from me? John Elway behind the center on me. Squeaky clean, ain't no dirt on me. Hey coach, you better advise your team or you gon' get your player hurt, homie. My youngins hot boys tryna ice this like Turk on me. Fix your face, why when I'm around you gotta smirk, homie? Stan Pablo, no, I be better tie your shoes up, your laces, why you tripping with me? Got some boys that be Ice City till you know that is with me. I'm really from a corner that be rolling like the Carter. Every time your baby mama, she gon' call a kid. Didn't make the NBA, still ended up ballin' big. I told him take it from the top, put a key, yeah, check ball. When I shoot the three, ooh wee, it's a wet ball. Like Jordan, ballin' in my chains, 100 around my neck, dog. Yeah, take it from the top, on my mama, check ball, check ball, check.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome. Sports fans, thank you for joining us. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for James Harden.
Over the past 5 games, his assist totals have been slipping. He and his teammates just don't seem to be clicking right now. Hopefully that's something he can correct tonight.
And the Cleveland starting 5. The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. Mitchell out there with James Harden. And it's Wade in at the small forward position. And for New York, Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2. And Brunson gets it to go. There's nothing like the intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting for playoff position, Grant.
Well, you know, BA, for these teams, what you did before doesn't matter. You have to give everything in this game. It's essentially a bunch of one-game seasons from here to the finish line.
Of all the accolades, James Harden, and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People will
previous players under review.
Close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know what? The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
That the call was wrong, he'll back him up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
That's good from Harden. Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, BA, building their draft assets. They cashed them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
Yep, that one's good. Brunson's got 5 now.
Such an impressive feel for the game and with the ball in his hands. Brunson is so clever. He can outsmart a lot of defenders with his dribble moves.
Now here's Mitchell. He's a tough guy to check, averaging almost 28 points a game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Brunson, 15 in his last outing. And Anunoby for 3. Tries again. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now.
Can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
And Mitchell with the slam.
Yeah, the former dunk contest champ, Donovan Mitchell, showing off his bounce.
For New York, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Towns. Back to Brunson. Towns, a screen on Harden. Brunson misses.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Pass to Mitchell. Back to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Mobley, a screen on Brunson. Harden can't hit. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And that one's good. Brunson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Doesn't matter which hand he uses, Brunson is an excellent finisher around the rim.
Harden against Brunson. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Harden. Launches it. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Harden's got 5.
Every opportunity he gets, Harden will take that. He's very efficient from range.
Hard with it. A key piece to their offense, putting up 12 points a game. Foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Now here's Mitchell, coming off a 31-point game.
The burst and power of Mitchell on full display. This guy's incredible.
For 3, Bridges. It's rebounded by Wade.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Back to you, Brian.
Very confident. Thanks much for the report, Allie.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assists.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So for the Knicks, Sohan comes in for Hart, and it's Shamet in for Bridges. Outside Brunson to end the run. Hits a 3-pointer. Brunson's got 10 points.
He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
In the summer of 24, Jalen Brunson signed a contract extension, famously signing for less than his max card.
Yeah, and you know, B.A., it was a calculated move by Brunson because he wanted the team to have room to add additional players. If you ask me, that's the kind of winning, selfless attitude you want from the guy who's your franchise player.
Make some noise.
1:36 left to play in the first quarter. Mobley on a screen. Here's Harden. And it's New York with a rebound. And it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning and constantly tweaking the winning formula.
Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
Now here's Harden. He's got 5. Here's Mitchell, and he elevates for the slam. Mitchell Robinson on the wrong end of that one.
Oh, guys, I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Harden. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And that one's good for Brunson.
And he's 5 of 7, getting into a nice rhythm offensively.
Outside Mitchell.
19-13.
Back to Harden. Misses in close. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for Cleveland. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far, the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Jose Alvarado is out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Mitchell Robinson, and it's Anunoby in at small forward. That's the group for New York starting the second. Now here's Alvarado, down low. Oh, Towns drops the hammer.
Leaving no doubt on that one. The explosiveness of Towns, really out.
Cleveland leading by 4. Now here's Schroeder. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Up ahead, here's Towns. Mobley with the block. Back to Merrill. Fires the 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, classic dish from the big man to the outside. Mobley saw his team had an opening on the arc.
Now here's Alvarado. Defense right on him. And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last. As we head towards the playoffs, let's see where the Eastern Conference standings sit. You take a look at the Knicks. Now in second. They look to be in terrific shape moving forward. And checking out the Cavaliers, right behind them, just 1 spot down.
Well, I think for the Cavaliers, they have to be proud of what they accomplished so far. But they also feel they've left some wins on the table and that their best basketball is yet to come.
Here's Shamet. Still no points. The shot's good. Grant, you were a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, B.A., you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
Wide open look. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Knicks trail by 5. It's Shamet on the wing, coming off a terrific game against Cleveland. Alvarado with it, picked up by Allen. Outside Anunoby, just 5 to shoot. Drops in the 3.
It's obvious Anunoby has put a ton of work into his game. Now that catch and shoot, Jay, is a real weapon.
Here's Schroeder. It's Merrill on the wing. Allen outside. Back to Merrill. Allen a screen. The 3. The shot by Merrill, no good.
Trying to match 3, sometimes you get too amped up and it affects your ability to knock down the shot.
Here's Shamet. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And let's take a look at some of the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Here are this season's rebound leaders. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
Just so strong on the boards. That's a skill that helps your team win games.
Bridges, he's checked in for Anunoby. New York trailing. And Bridges, here we go. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Yeah, that time Bridges got loose and got everything he wanted right there. What a throwdown.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Hart's checked in for New York. Brunson comes in for Alvarado. Cleveland also making some changes. Nance, he's checked in for Allen. Strus comes in for Wade. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Merrill. Now here's Mitchell. 10 points for him. The kick out to Nance to win the drought. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. The Knicks have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." Yeah?
No quit. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Year to year, Karl Anthony Towns remains an elite three-point threat in this league, Clark.
Yeah, he's one of the best shooters, period, in the league. And when you talk about just big guy shooters, he is the best. I mean, Jokic is maybe going to give him a run for the money, but I'd take Cat as the best three-point shooter of big men in the league. I mean, he's 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and it's really hard to find anybody that can guard him outside and inside.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Clarkson's checked in for New York. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Harden, he's checked in for Schroeder. Brunson looks it over. On the take, Brunson. Pass to Clarkson. Towns against Harden. Clock at 4. Towns a screen on Nance. Open shot from Brunson. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Now here's Harden. Coming off a 12-point game. Mobley down low. Covered by Towns. And Mobley gets it to go.
And there's a hunger to Mobley's game. That's how he beats the defense to the rebound.
Mitchell against Clarkson. Towns, left side. Over Nance. And it's New York with another.
And so far, there's been tremendous cohesion offensively this quarter.
And you know what? The frustration for the defense is mounting because it seems like they can't miss out there.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 12.
Yeah, just great focus from Mitchell. This is something great scorers like Donovan do.
And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, B.A. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
Now here's Brunson. 18 points for him. That one goes. Count it.
A reliable option he's been tonight. He's their safety valve for sure.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Mitchell, the pass to Harden. Mitchell against Clarkson. And here's Strus outside. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Three-pointer, Harden. No good. Would have counted had he gone. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Cleveland on top, leading by 1. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Hell, they're playing with the team-first attitude, making that extra pass. Shaq, that could have been you.
You need to check your receipts, sir. Over 3,000 career assists. Apology accepted.
Okay, now we've got some time to take a... And that'll do it for us.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Now Harden, setting the floor for the Cavaliers. Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. Mobley out there with Larry Nance. And it's Harden in at the 1.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden. So much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
And New York has possession. After the basket by Cleveland, Brunson with the bucket.
Oh, man, they have really heated up from mid-range.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Now here's Mitchell. Outside Strus. He buries it from 3. Strus has got 6.
Over his career, Mitchell has developed his playmaking for others, a great skill to have.
Pass to Bridges. Over Strus. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
At least the over-the-back call comes from playing hard. But you'd like to see him get better position.
Yeah, you know what? They say you would always rather have a player that you need to turn down than to turn on. So being aggressive versus passive, I want the aggressive guy all the time, even if it means a few fouls.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. And that sends Jalen Brunson to the free throw line. James Harden picks one up. New York making a switch here. And Anunoby's checked in.
And Brunson really is a leader both on and off the floor. His example, when he speaks words of truth and passion. And his will and drive to win is infectious.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Harden, the pass to Mobley. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Strus's shot is off.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Outside Anunoby. Outside Brunson. For the lead. Cavaliers with a rebound. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 7.
What you say? My goodness. Come on now.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? Now here's Brunson. He's got 25. Harden drives.
Oh! Wow. Get out of the way! With authority. Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And some changes here for New York. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Robinson. And it's Bridges in for Clarkson. And the Cavaliers will go for a different look here. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Nance. Wade comes in for Evan Mobley. Merrill, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for James Harden. Now here's Schroeder. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And there's a pick. On the wing, Strus. Brunson defending. And it's Max Strus with the 3. And now an 8-point Cleveland lead. The Knicks have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Anunoby. To the paint. They need this. The big man, Cat.
Paint is Karl Anthony's domain. His body lets him just own it.
Wherever OG Anunoby goes, his teams win a lot of games, Clark.
Yeah, you think about his second season. I mean, be a part of the 2019 Raptors title squad was Anunoby. I mean, his defense is superb, and it affects winning in a big-time way.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnovers, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
McBride, he's checked in for New York. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Tyson's checked in. Cleveland leading by 5. Here's Merrill. And Anunoby pulls it down. 1:31 left in the third. Clark, last season, Josh Hart played nearly 38 minutes per game, more than anyone else in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't take possessions off. He's an old-school throwback kind of guy. Just a do-it-all player. Doesn't really have a specific position, but you know the effort and the production is going to be there pretty much every night. You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to give you everything he's got. His combination of outside shooting and defense is really quite valuable to any team.
And another miss by Cleveland.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well.
From the moment he entered the league, Mikal Bridges has been knocking down threes.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Since the All-Star break concluded, here's a view of which teams are leading the league in second chance points. Second, the Knicks. Fifth, Cleveland.
And in the second half of the season, these two teams have been extra aggressive on the offensive boards, chasing after their shots and making sure they go in.
From beyond the arc, Schroeder can be so effective. Defenses need to watch him out there. You can't sleep on him at the three-point line.
Now here's McBride. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Here's Merrill. After the basket by New York.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
17 seconds left in the third. Outside Schroeder. Merrill, right side. Shoots over Bridges. A shot by Merrill, no good. Hart from long range, no good. Misses at the buzzer. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it's really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
As always, Allie, thank you. Bridges and Hart are the 3 and the 4. Landry Shamet is out there with Jalen Brunson, and it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. There's the 3. The rebound by Shamet. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's Allen with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Outside Mitchell. Oh, he elevates for the slam. Jalen Brunson on the receiving end.
And the fans love it. And Mitchell certainly seems to be enjoying himself on the offensive end.
Now here's Brunson. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Brunson's got 27 points.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Mitchell, outside Strus. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home!
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, Mitchell finds airspace and fills it.
For New York, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Brunson. Oh, taking it to him, Jalen Brunson.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. So for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson comes in for Hart, and it's OG Anunoby in for Shamet. James Harden, he's checked in for Cleveland. To take the lead, the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
Here's Brunson. The touch by Brunson. Nice.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Outside Harden. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it, and the shot goes down.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
Brunson with it, now guarded by Mobley. Brunson passes to Robinson. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Fast break, Cleveland. Here's Mobley. It's deflected.
Bridges' defense is so important to this team. He gives you some rim protection from the wing.
Rejected by Mitchell. And stolen by Bridges. Here's Towns. The Cat can leap. Towns with the big finish on the lob.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
Here's Harden. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Mitchell fires. The triple drops.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Brunson. Allen rips down the board. Cleveland has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Mitchell. Now Harden. Oh, Robinson with a block.
We know Robinson is an elite rim protector. So, yeah, you might want to try that move on somebody else.
Just 5 on the clock.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Ooh, stolen by Allen. Robinson with a steal. Now Anunoby. And he slams it down.
Anunoby, oh gee, you can count on him to step up and make big shots.
The Cavaliers have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Knocks it loose. Mobley with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Harden! Oh, missed on the tray.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Towns outside. From deep. Allen rips down the board.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Strus.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game?
Yes. Yeah, Anunoby likes that corner angle. He's very comfortable from there.
Here's Mitchell. Harden outside. Let's loose for 3. Rebounded by Towns.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Brunson with it. Picked up by Allen. Outside Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. Brunson. It falls!
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control. And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Up again. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
Big Jared Allen outshining the bright lights.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here. The offense is flowing through him right now. He just keeps coming.
Cleveland calls timeout. They're down by 4. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Not much time left. You think they have a chance to come back?
I doubt it. I mean, it's clear what they've got to do. Quick shot, foul, and they need some cooperation with some missed free throws from the opponent.
And so the big win by New York in a tight game. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on, but give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Karl Anthony Towns, and Karl, it was a bit of a shootout out there, but you got it done. How special to you was this win?
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.